All right, so quick one, rules of double entry accounting. I'm going to lay down some rules in this video. You're going to copy them down and then we're going to apply them in a future video. So I'm not going to give a lot of explanation here. I'm just going to show you the rule. All right, so our basic rule for double entry accounting is to increase an account treat it the same as its nature. That's it. To increase an account, treat it the same as its nature. Alright, that might sound a bit weird. Let me explain a little bit. Now, I've already told you in a previous video, where is it? I've already told you in a previous video that assets are debit in nature and liabilities and owner's equities are credits in nature. Okay? So, to increase an account, treat it the same as its nature. So that means to increase an asset, you have to debit it. So let's say you get some money that comes into your business's bank account. To increase your bank account, you have to debit that bank account. Okay, there's a rule. To increase a liability, Now remember that liabilities are credit in nature. And to increase an account, you treat it the same as its nature. So if you need to increase a liability, you need to credit it. And then to increase an owner's equity, so let's say the owner of the business puts some more money into the business. To increase an owner's equity, remember that an owner's equity is a credit account. So to increase an owner's equity, you credit it. That's it. Now we can do the converse here. So we can say, what would happen if I decreased an asset? Well, if you need to debit assets to increase them, to decrease them, you need to do the opposite, which is credit them. Now to decrease a liability. Now liabilities are credit in nature, and to increase them, you credit them. So to decrease a liability, you must debit them. And finally, to decrease an owner's equity. Well, they're credit in nature, and to increase them, you credit them. So to decrease an owner's equity, you would have to debit it. Okay, there's been a few videos here, there's been a bit of setup, but we're about to get into some real heavy-duty accounting. But you need to understand these few key points. Okay, so the rules of double entry accounting. To increase an account, you treat it the same as its nature. To decrease it, you do the opposite. That's the rules of double entry accounting.